This election season is like no other. Certainly a lot of political ads, but there's something else you need to look out for. Fake and manipulated videos, pictures, and sound. They are everywhere trying to influence your vote. Just this week here in Indiana, questions surrounding this ad for gubernatorial candidate Mike Braun. His campaign altered a picture of a rally for Jennifer McCormick, changing the signs that people were holding. Altered images and totally made up pictures. Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel is in studio tonight, and you got an inside look at how they're made.
I did. So eye-opening, Scott. You know, we want everyone to be an informed voter. So 13 Investigates is going to walk you through the world of deepfakes so you know what to look for and ultimately how to tell what's real. And we want you to know right up front, some of the images you're about to see are fake. When you see a picture of Donald Trump posing with supporters, a photo taken at a Kamala Harris rally, or a video of the president in the Oval Office.
My fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to address some of the hateful shit you've been talking about me.
How do you know if it's real? All of these images are deepfakes, fake pictures and video created by computers using AI or artificial intelligence. And images like these are all over social media, trying to influence what you think and how you vote in the upcoming election.
I'm worried. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Ed Delp runs the Video and Image Processing Lab at Purdue, where powerful computers are helping researchers detect what online images are authentic and which are created by technology. But most of us don't have these tools. And with a huge increase in political deepfakes, this professor says that leaves us vulnerable.
The average person may be in a position where they cannot believe anything that they see online or hear online and even read online, because it may all be synthetically generated.
And it's time that we get ahead of that before it gets out of control.
Spencer Deary is a state senator. He and other state lawmakers introduced 6 separate bills this year to address political deepfakes, after seeing more and more of them pop up online.
My initial reaction, some of them is like, oh, that's nothing to worry about yet. But when I start to think about where it's going, and I think about how technologies progress and how quickly they progress, then I get scared, and I think it should scare us.
The scariest part for some lawmakers really is that rapid advancement in AI technology. They worry the technology is now getting so good, it will become nearly impossible for voters to tell which video is fake and which is real. This is real. Me. That is not. The things you just heard, I didn't say any of that. This version of Bob is computer generated by students at Purdue using open source tools that anyone can get their hands on.
And if that can be done to me, just think what someone could do to you or to the political candidate that you might be interested in. Many of the deepfakes we see are meant for fun or political parody, like candidates dancing in the street or engaging in silly real-time debates where users get to decide what they're saying.
Your wall is about as effective as using wet paper towels to stop a hurricane.
Get ready for a mouth-watering feast of funnies with Twimpy Wumpy leading the way.
But we've already seen other deepfakes intended to influence voter perception, behavior, and action.
It's important that you save your vote.
This robocall went out to New Hampshire voters in January, telling them not to vote in the state primary.
Your vote makes a difference in November, not this Tuesday.
It sounds just like the president, but it's a clone of his voice generated by computer. Other deepfakes target former President Trump, like this campaign ad that cloned his voice to make it sound like he's attacking the governor of Iowa.
Now she wants to remain neutral. I don't invite her to events.
Cloning someone's image and voice to create a deepfake is both cheap and easy.
You could really have me saying almost anything?
Yep. And people have done that.
Amit Yadav and Kritika Bhagtani are the Purdue graduate students who created the deepfake video of me, cloning my voice using other videos of mine they found online.
It takes less than a minute or a few seconds to get the voice clone ready. This can be done for anybody.
How many political deepfake videos and images are out there?
A lot we're sourcing from social media.
Well, we don't know for sure, but Purdue researchers Daniel and Kaylin Schiff have created a database to track hundreds of recent deepfakes, including images and videos that show the presidential candidates in situations that didn't happen or saying things they did not say.
But it turns out Trump was right.
Many people believe these images and videos are real because they want to believe that.
If they have an idea of something they believe, then anything they see that confirms it, they'll believe it, whether it's real or not.
Generally, people have about a 50-50 ability to distinguish real from fake content, so they will believe deepfakes very often.
In my case, it's like generating fake news.
Justin Brown is a video editor in California who's made a real splash by creatively editing video.
Take a look at this. These are the tests. It leveled out and but you have to look at this. This is, excuse me.
And using AI to poke fun at politicians and world leaders.
We win, they lose.
You're putting words in someone else's mouth, making them say things that they didn't actually say.
Yeah.
And that's okay from your perspective?
I have no qualms about like putting words in their mouths to strip them of some of that power and give a little bit back to us.
Justin's videos have gotten millions of views. He says they're intended not just to undermine politicians, but also to attack artificial intelligence, the very technology he's using to make the videos.
I hate this thing. I'm always trying to stir up trouble with AI and get a lot of attention on the negative aspects of AI, because I think it's a bigger conversation that we need to have that we're not having on a big enough scale, that the negative impacts of AI are not around the corner, they're already here, and they're only going to get worse.
Deepfakes are causing us to question what we're seeing with our own eyes, according to journalism professor Al Tompkins, who's been studying deepfakes for years.
To me, the greater threat is not the fake photos. It is that you're not going to believe the real photos.
That's already happening in this election. Claims that real images like this one at a political rally are AI-generated deepfakes, when in fact, they're not. So what can you do to separate the real stuff from the fake? Well, perhaps most important, just take a deep breath.
Most disinformation has one thing in common, and that is it raises your emotion. Because when your emotions get high, your reasoning goes down. You stop thinking. When you feel your blood pressure going up, stop. Don't share, don't react, don't comment, don't do anything. Just stop and say, let me just take a minute and see if this is real.
Pausing and asking questions is just the first step to spot a deepfake. Then it's time to zoom in and look at the details. For example, this photo of former President Trump praying in a church, if you look closely, he has 6 fingers on his right hand. And this photo, alleging low energy at a Kamala Harris rally, the t-shirts people are wearing, they're all gibberish. Both are telltale signs that these are AI-generated deepfakes. We have lots of other tips to help you sort out what's real and what's fake, and it's all posted right now at WTHR.com.
Bob, how did it make you feel when you saw a deepfake video of you saying things you never ever said?
Yeah, that was really strange, and it really makes you think about what video we're posting of ourselves online and what images we're posting online that could make other people, make it easier for them to create a deepfake of us.
Really interesting story. Bob Siegel with 13 Investigates.